Hi, hello. What's going on, guys? I am the coach of the Pittsburgh Pichus, Double N, bringing you here this team building video. I've made a UCL tab just in case to write down all of this shit. So, yeah. So, how you guys doing? We're gonna be talking about here Carolina Keldeos. Talking about this because I got my shit prepared. I've had it prepared for about a week, and we battle soon. We actually battle today. Not when this video goes live. The video will go live Friday. We battle Thursday, and you see the outcome Saturday. So cool shit, right? So of course, like the video, of course, for the support of the Pittsburgh Pichus. Also, cop a shirt. Whenever they go live somewhere this week, you'll be seeing shirts for it. And let's talk. So I wanted to really go in depth because I have a goal, right? Last season, Jay beat me, and like he shouldn't have beat me. And if that sounds cocky, I'm sorry, but like, cause like I had the match and then I didn't, you know? So it's just like, I became Sasuke. I was like, yo, I gotta use this anger. I wasn't even angry, but I gotta use this anger and I gotta use this loss to learn and come back as a stronger person. So I did. So here's everything that Jay basically owns. Jay has Mega Scizor, Gramble, Cradilly, Dusclops, Suicune, Gliscor, Azelf, Heatran, Nidoking, Absol, Manectric, and Hitmonlee. Everything I have is Mega Lopunny, Zapdos, Azumarill, Hydreigon, Fortress, Darmanitan, Slowking, Hoopa, Virizion, Lantern, Piloswine, and Kecleon. Now here's everything that I'm bringing, and I will go into in-depth reasons as to why I'm bringing them, because I have a goal, and my goal is to beat Jay's ass. Because my man giggled at my face last season when he won. So, Jay, if you're watching this, probably you already battled, but yeah, we'll see. So, obviously, I'm going to bring the Mega Lopunny. Honestly, nothing in this entire game resists Mega Lopunny. Because if you think about it, it's got Scrappy. So, what resists normal? Rock and Steel. Fighting is super effective against the two of them, and it's Stab. What resists fighting? Fairy. So just go for the normal stab. So there's nothing in the entire game of Pokemon that resists Lopunny. So that's why I just wanted to clear that out because a lot of people are like, oh, you should have chosen Mega Medicham. Mega Medicham does it harder, but Lopunny has like, you kind of have to get something really bulky to stop it rather than something that resists it, you know? Or is immune to it because it touches everything. There's 2 stab moves. So I brought a pretty standard Lopunny. Fake Out Return, Ice Punch, and High Jump Kick just for the High Jump Kick return. Obviously 2 stab moves. Ice Punch for the Gliscor, since Gliscor could be annoying. It's times 4 on Gliscor as well. I also brought Ice Punch as well, just for the Cradilly as well. I know that he wants to maybe sometimes bring that in. If he does bring that though, which he's not gonna bring it. I mean, it'd be weird if he brought it. He'd only bring it for the Azumarill if anything, but otherwise, maybe he doesn't want to get somebody's. Actually, you know what? Maybe he doesn't want to get somebody's Azumarill, so he might bring it, but I honestly have no idea. Right now, what I'm expecting him to bring, let me talk about that first, see if I'm right. The Mega Scizor, the Azelf, Mega Scizor, Azelf, Hitmonlee, Suicune, Hitmonlee, Suicune. I think that's it. Yeah, Mega Scizor, Azelf, Hitmonlee, and Suicune. I don't fucking know. Oh, Gramble. Yep, because Intimidate, and then I don't know the last one. Maybe Nidoking, Manectric for Volt Switch. I don't know. I don't know the last one, so I'm basically building upon his entire team rather than what he's gonna bring, you know? So I speed creeped on the Lopunny, since Lopunny, if you guys didn't know, it's really fast. So I did Adamant, since I was like, I have so much speed investments left over. So I did Adamant, and I made it 228. If I do 228, then it's able to outspeed his fastest mon on his entire team, which is actually going to be this Azelf, which is at a base 115. Now, if you do max speed Azelf, it's going to be at 183. And with Adamant Nature on my Mega Lopunny, I'm actually going to be at 184. And that's usually how you speed creep. You do 1 point above it. You never want to do the same point as it because you speed tie. So I did 1 point above it. And then I put the remaining in HP just for bulk, you know, for rolls. The chances of living moves are better in my favor than if you have that HP investment. So that's nice, pretty standard, pretty straightforward mon. It's gonna hit hard basically, and it's gonna clean up nice because I don't really intend on using it to sweep. I use it to intend it to clean up. It's like a revenge killer IMO for me, kind of a wall breaker as well, since they just made a really piss poor shitty mon, which is beautiful by the way, into a really stupid good mon. Next thing I want to bring is Zapdos. Again, something pretty standard as well. I feel like bringing a max HP, max defense Zapdos. It's only level 100. I don't even know why it's at level 100. It also be level 50. Are they? You were the only one level 100. Okay, and Slowking too. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Yikes! I hope the guy didn't jam at 100. No, I did not. I have all my mons. But basically, though, what this thing is, oh my god. No, I'm looking at it right here. We're good. It's huge power. It just wasn't on here. Huge power. Okay, because I did. It's always good to check this shit up, huh? Thomas Jefferson, yeah. Alright, but this Zapdos is basically, its goal is to stop me from getting swept by the Mega Scizor. Because right now, Zapdos, if you look at it, he has Roost, Defog, Wool Switch, and HP Fire. I have HP Fire because I don't want to run Heat Wave because you all saw my awful luck last season. I think I actually was the most unluckiest player in the UCL last season. I think I was even nominated that a few times by viewer consensus and the people that also do the power rankings. I was really unlucky. Oh my god. So I want to make a better record this season. Oh my god, I was really unlucky. But no Johns. I was just unlucky. It's a game, you know. Sometimes you get luck, sometimes you don't. But I'm running HP Fire, so like I don't have to rely on luck. I just times 4. If he's the bulky one, it doesn't one shot, but it'll definitely two shot. Cause I don't know why they did the hidden power fire, you know, to where they made it to where they nerfed it from 10 points. Cause they used to do power of 70 instead of power of 60. So I have no idea why they did it. Maybe because the variety for it is huge. I have no idea, but I'm running HP Fire just to be able to counteract that Scizor. Basically Scizor, and I've checked Scizor's entire move spread. He can't do anything to Zapdos. Zapdos' typing against Scizor is so good. I'm telling you. I use Zapdos commonly in OU to stop Mega Scizor. So, Zapdos is one of the best checks encounters to Scizor and Mega Scizor, to both of them. So, I think the only thing I can see him doing is putting up an SD and then baton passing out. Maybe out into the Gramble or some shit like that. I have absolutely no idea. Maybe something else. The Azelf for the HP Fire, because Azelf can live HP Fire. Maybe Heatran, because he actually could see Heatran. I can see him bringing Heatran for the last stop purely because of the fact that HP Fire for me is real. So I could definitely see that happening. You could definitely, you know, SD. Well, I mean, it would be weird to SD out and BP out to the Heatran. If anything, SD BP out to the freaking Absol. That would be terrifying. But yeah, it pretty much can't do anything to me. I wall it. It's completely, like, it's almost immune. It's gonna laugh at the Scizor regardless. Even if he puts up 2 SDs, he's not even doing half to me. So yeah, I think 2 SDs actually will almost make it about half. So yeah, about 40%. So I should be okay. And then we got this powerful, gorgeous creature, my buddy Bleezes, the Azumarill. That's what I meant a little detailed into. I speed creep to where it should be able to outspeed Suicune. Since you put no speed in Suicune, it's 105. But Azumarill is painfully slow at base 50. So I put in enough speed investment to outspeed Suicune by 1 point. Because if you guys can see Suicune is actually chilling at 105. And just ignore that. I'm sorry about that. Suicune's at 105. And then Azumarill at 106, which should obviously by 1 point. And it's natural bulk. I did this because natural bulk should be very good. As well as typing, it's a fairy typing. And in this day of age in the meta, fairy typings and mega evolutions basically run the meta. So I figured I don't need that much bulk since, you know, I'm base 100 HP and I'm a fairy typing. So I'm fine. I already resist a lot, and I'm immune to Dragon, so I'm fine. And I put the rest in attack. Then I completed Jolly Nature though to be able to outspeed that Suicune by 1 point. Because we still have enough Calm Minds, it could be a little terrifying if he brings HP Electric. I actually do see that being the last set. Calm Mind, what is it? Calm Mind, Scald, HP Electric, and maybe Rest. I don't know idea. To just kind of get the HP up. I have no idea. Suicune doesn't have reliable recoveries. I have no idea what it wants to do, but I really do feel like seeing him bringing HP Electric, maybe even Spec Suicune, I could see it, you know, but just another day for another time. So Azumarill basically should be doing a lot of damage to his team. Looking at his team, the only thing that really safely switches in on the Azumarill after a Belly Drum, honestly, it's the Suicune. But Suicune gets 2 KO'd, everything else basically gets 1 shot. The Scizor with a roll actually does live the Aqua Jet, but I have knockoff that should be able to. I don't even think knockoff 1 shot, so I would do the damage calcs right now, and I actually did them yesterday, but I don't remember the detailed specific numbers, but I do remember around the ranges, so I don't think knockoff 1 shot since it's Mega Stone, but hey, I'm still 2 KOing it, basically. Granbull gets 1 shot by Play Rough. The Azelf can live because of Focus Sash, but I'm guaranteed gonna try and get my rocks up because Mons as well. Jay's team is actually very piss poor to hazards. The only way how you can remove hazards is Defog Scizor and Hitmonlee, which Hitmonlee I would even consider a reliable mon to remove hazards since he's, you can look at it, he's pretty frail. I mean, he has 110 special defense, but on the physical side, he's very frail, and even with that 110, he's still, his HP is like 50, so it's not really the world's most bulkiest, you know? He'll still fall pretty fast if he's doing damage to himself without the Life Orb recoil, if he has that or not, but basically, his most reliable mon for removing hazards is the Scizor. Now, if he chooses not to run it and relies on Hitmonlee Rapid Spin, then yeah, his team will get crippled by the hazards into, you know, hazards, or straight up hazards. So, I maybe wanted to run Toxic Spikes as well, but he's got the Nidoking, so I just said screw it, I didn't really feel like it. So, yeah, basically Azuma's going to be doing a lot of damage to his team. I also looked up as well for the Fortress, a pretty standard Fortress as well. I don't want to go too much in detail with this one, just, you know, put it at 248 for the odd amount of HP to come in on hazards, a few more times, a little longer. 8 in attack just cause, and then max HP, or max defense with the minus nature to get the power of Gyro Ball. So pretty standard right here. It's nice because I can be able to take one hit, soak up one hit as well from all of his fast mons. The Azelf, the Nidoking, the Absol, the Manectric, the Hitmonlee. Basically mons like those. All these mons right here, outside of the Heatran, basically will be almost crippled from a Gyro Ball from a Fortress. So I don't really have to worry about that as long as I'm in a Sash range. Azelf and Manectric not so much, even the Absol, because they can all learn Flamethrower. And then Hitmonlee could run Blaze Kick for it, and then Nidoking also learns Flamethrower. So it's like 50-50, you know, it's 50-50 fight. It depends if I keep my sturdy up. Hydreigon is merely just here though, to kind of chicken peck at things. He's going to be doing chip damage mainly, rather than a very assetly needed mon. That's why I made him completely offensive. I saw no need to making him Scarfed, even though if Jay's going to bring Unburden Hitmonlee, because if he brings Unburden Hitmonlee, you can see he's going to be at 152 max speed if he decides to run the Jolly Nature. And if you do 152 times 1.5, he should be at 228, which does actually outspeed max speed Hydreigon, which max speed Hydreigon is actually at it's not at 150, but it just for some reason says 150. I can't do anything about that, but if it's actually at that right now, it'd be at 165. So 228 versus 165. The Hitmonlee is basically outspeeding me, and there isn't really anything I can do about that. Even if I were to run the Scarf, and I were to do 165, and we do 165 times 1.5. Oh, wait, no, I did the wrong math. Oh, my God. Let's discuss this again. Let's start all over. Let's start this all over, right? Okay, so if we're going to put the calculators, 152 times 2. I always get that mixed up sometimes. It's 304. So my 1.5 multiplied by my max speed of 165. So if you do 165 times 1.5, I'm at 247. There is no reason for me to run Choice Scarf when that's my max speed compared to his Fake Out Priority Guaranteed, and then the Unburden boost, which is going to leave him at whatever it was of 320 something, 330, 320 something. It's basically above 247 is what I just said. So there's no reason for me to run that when I could just rather get a completely offensive Hydreigon and do a lot of chip damage on switch-ins. I have Initiative with U-Turn. Dragon Pulse is good stab. I didn't really feel like running Draco because Draco's only there for the Suicune. He's a Granbull, he's a Scizor, he's a Heatran. So really, there's no need for me to completely risk myself on getting the -2 and allowing the Scizor to set up, allowing the Heatran to get up rocks, allowing a free Granbull switch in. So even though Dragon Pulse is the same as well, you know what I mean. So I don't want to get the -2. Even on Dusclops, if he does bring that for some weird ass reason, I would just, get a -2 pointlessly, and I'd be forced to swap out, allowing him to predict me to see what he wants to, counterattack with what I'm going to be coming out into, and that gives him a free initiatives to just do whatever the hell he wants and what he's expecting. So that would suck. I don't want that to happen. So I'm just going with the pretty safe Dragon Pulse. Earth Power as well for the Heatran, for the Nidoking. Since if he is probably going to be expecting me to go for like Dragon Pulse on something, if it's Hydreigon versus Azelf, let's say for example, he expects Dark Pulse or Dragon Pulse and wants to get a free switch out into the Gramble. I also have a coverage move that does hit Gramble decent, as well as hitting the Heatran and the Nidoking hard, very hard. And people probably wondering, why are you not running Flash Cannon? I have a Fortress, and I don't really see any need to run Flash Cannon because I have a Zapdos, which completely cripples that thing. I also have a Fortress, which they run Fire Punch, but I'm not really too worried about that. And then I have a Lopunny, which can pretty much laugh at the Intimidate and still do hella damage to it. So I'm really not too worried about that Gramble. It's just kind of there for me right now, you know? And then, last but not least, the Buddy Old Pal that could potentially 6-0 the Psych Up Slowking. I actually saw my boy Super Blood do this to MV. Yo! Oh my god, I'm never gonna let that go, MV. My boy did not expect that. Let me drink this shit because my voice is dying. But yeah, basically what happened, it was in the GVA, my bro MV. I was fighting my homie Nick, Super Blah, in the GBA, and he had the Psych Up Alakazam and it completely copied the effects of the Shell Smash that he did pass up into his Ampharos. I think it was Mega Ampharos, the Baton Pass from the Gardevoir. Or the Gardevoir, the Gorbis was Shell Smash, the Baton Pass out into the Mega Ampharos, and then he was Focus Sash, Psych Up Alakazam, copied all the stats, therefore he's stronger and faster and blew everything away. Oh my god. Oh my god, the Alakazam didn't sweep, but it definitely chipped down his team. It would have swept, but you'd have to watch the match for yourself. It was insane. So I was like, Jay's more than likely going to be running Calm Mind Suicune. If he doesn't, for some reason, bring HP Electric and brings Ice Beam over that, purely for my Zapdos and my Hydreigon, fearing them more, then I'm just free to just copy all of his abilities with the Psych Up then on his Suicune, and I'm fine. I'm totally fine then, and I'm bulkier than him on the special side, which you don't really any special moves, and then I eat up hits more than him. I have more reliable recovery, slack off. So Jay, you want to set up on me? It would be great, Jay, if you could set up on me, but basically that's the plan. We'll actually get this off. I actually have no fucking idea. I don't think Jay would expect this, but I have no fucking idea if I get this off. If I get this off, my boy Harambe is gonna be the god. But yeah, that's my squad so far, what I'm bringing for this week against JYD Gamer. JYD. So if you guys, of course, enjoyed my little team building, what's inside of the Double N's head, I'm going hardcore this season. No joking around, no fucking around. I'm going hardcore this season. And I know sometimes I have shut down moments where I'm like, if I play poor, you know, I just stop caring if I play poor. And I think a lot of you realize that as well, because anytime when someone's like, you know, Nexus got destroyed, a lot of you guys will always respond to people and be like, he just didn't care. He just stopped trying. And I was like, stop, guys, stop. But like, in reality, I want to say it's a little bit of both. It's 50% where I do play bad, and when I do play bad, it also triggers me to then just kind of stop caring. You know, I've always been that way, especially with competitive mons, because that's what Stall did to me, man. That's what Stall did to me, man. Yo, fuck 4th gen Stall, bro. I hated that shit. But Infernape was the god. I'm popping that, but you know, another day for another time, another count for another time. But yeah, I plan to go hella hard this season. I do plan to shine this season as well. Minimum top 5 this season is what I'm trying to do. Trying to show people that yes, I am good at this game, and I have been good at this game for a long time. Does this mean that I'm like Joey good? No, but I am good. So like, you know, I'm pretty confident in my skills. So we'll see where this goes. We'll see where this takes us, and I'm excited for UCL Season 2. I'm excited. I'll try to get up a team building video every week as well, because I know last season I didn't do that, because woo, let's not talk about that, because 2015 was an ass year. There's a lot of personal stuff going on, so I didn't really just do it. I just kind of BS my battles, or not BS my battles, I just did just a battle. So no John, but that's gonna be it. Thanks guys for watching. Of course, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you already haven't. And this Saturday the battle will be going live. I'm gonna go battle Jaina. I think it's been popping up on my Skype PMs, and I'm gonna get up out of here. Thanks guys for watching. Goodbye.